Would you like to slow down the aging process, but don't want to spend your hard-earned money or your manliness on expensive lotions? Well, this proverb might just be for you. Proverbs 14 verse 30 says, "A heart at peace gives life to the body, but envy rots the bones." The Bible describes the mind-body connection thousands of years before scientists discovered it, and it suggests that your mental state affects your physical health, and that an unbalanced mental state speeds up the aging process. A heart at peace, it says. This is to say someone's mind, and it gives life to your body. So your body's ability to heal and be in health is dependent on a person's level of peace. The less peace or more stress a person has, the worse their body's ability to heal or be in health. In the healing process, then, mental health needs to be considered before physical health can be fully restored. Something noteworthy here is that the word for peace is mirafa. It's not the usual shalom. It can also be translated as healthy or composed. The root word is rapha, and it can mean heal, but even to let go. So if a heart at peace brings healing to the body, then a heart in distress or anxiety brings the opposite. It ages the body. But here's where the wisest man who ever lived takes a twist. It continues the second half of the proverb with, but envy. Now you might expect Solomon to say that a heart at peace brings healing, but a heart in distress or anxiety rots the bones. But he doesn't say this. This is implied, but instead of contrasting peace and health with stress or anxiety, he contrasts it with envy. One of the main reasons a heart is not at peace or in health is not due to external conditions, but rather the internal corruptions of envy or jealousy. Envy has the opposite effect of peace on the body. While a person at peace is at peace with who they are, what they have, their accomplishments, how they look, the person who has envy is not. Envy thus brings dissatisfaction with yourself and your current circumstances, and in a sense, it's the opposite of peace. And if the word for peace in this verse has a root word, rapha, which can be translated to let go, the person with envy has not learned to let go. Why is this significant? So why is Solomon mentioning all this? To make us aware of what might ruin our peace. There are many who have everything they need to be perfectly happy and content. People who God has given everything they need for a rich life, to have peace in their hearts, and the reason they don't have it is purely internal. Lucifer, if you think about it, after all, was given everything he needed to be happy, and he was happy for who knows how many years or decades or millennia before he indulged feelings of envy toward Jesus. Then, even though his circumstances didn't change, he became dissatisfied. But the dissatisfaction was a purely mental shift. That's it. And yet it made a huge difference in his life and in his relationships. He started resenting God, the person he was envious of, and talking bad about him to the other angels. And if this happened to an angel, it can happen to us. Relationships that should be a mutual blessing can grow sour if one starts to envy the other. And it does not stay contained in the heart either. Envy in the heart will manifest itself in words and actions and slander about the person we envy. And it leads to hurt feelings, broken trust, and broken relationships. Often, actually, as many probably know, relationships break because of envy. Often people lack peace and fulfillment in their lives, not because of external pressures or chaos, but because of envy. It might be that someone has everything they need to be happy, but envy is killing their peace. So where's your heart today? Where are the points where peace is lacking in your life? I invite you to consider what might be the root of any dissatisfaction you feel. Is it external or is it internal? Now, don't get me wrong, there's plenty of reasons why, valid reasons why someone might feel distress, but there's also not valid ones, invalid ones. So today I invite you to consider these words of Solomon. A heart at peace gives life to the body, but envy rots the bones.